You would hear even small kids passing by are well aware of the recent memes or maybe any song which is on trend. You are completely unaware of, but they are up to the mark, and somewhere or the other it can be sabotaging their studies or any other thing that they could explore in later stages. I have to agree with it.
I
Okay.
I am a
Mhm.
teacher. I could see one thing in students, right? Like they are not sleeping at night, to be honest. I'm talking about just 12 years, 11 years, 13, 14 years old, kids. They are not sleeping. Whole night they are, gossiping with their friends on social media. They are doing something or the other. And, this society looks kind of, but if you look within the people, within the society, then it is kind of hollow now. Somewhere or someday it is going to break. That bubble will come out, and I could see it happening. So who is responsible for it? Because we are being ruled by the governments. At least governments should have idea how to rule or regulate the things. Look, I could see is students are not sleeping at night. They are just sleeping for 2 hours, 3 hours, because few of the close students of mine told me like what is happening within their friend circle, what are their friends doing. And I came across some fact that you cannot imagine that small kids are doing those things whole night at social media. So I'm talking about this. Who is going to take care? Because their parents are very innocent. They have not been brought up in social media era. They don't know anything about that. So they just slept somewhere in their room, and
Mhm.
took their kids take the mobile and doing something or the other.
Yeah, they take the advantage of. And in this case, I think one thing which can be feasible would be you put a filter on, age restricted filter, that if the learner, if a person is 15, he'll be able to see only the curated content which is apt for him to consume. Otherwise, they say excess of everything is bad, isn't it?
Now the problem is that they are making ID with their parents, of age or something or the other. So that's a big problem. I think like this is a
Yeah.
problem where whole humanity is trapped in right now.
Mhm.
Already, some country has been in this trap. Like America, look at everything is booming in America. All sorts of crime are raising, and all over the world right now raising. Yeah, it's not in only there America. Yeah, so
Mhm.
yes, this is a matter of
Yes.
concern.
Yes, and if we have great teachers, I think one thing which works the best is having open-ended conversation with students at an early age. They say go for therapy, where a tutor or a mentor is telling you where you should drive your life. Actually, once you give a direction, especially to these kids in the tender age, they can turn themselves in a new leaf. They can maybe understand the better concept or know that okay, this is my driving force, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think kids should be now saved. They should be saved from social media. Otherwise, they are going to emotionless. They are going to be robotic. They are going to be totally like they wouldn't have any human quality in future. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not talking about far, just 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, you will see, yeah, whole society has changed. Yeah, whole society has changed.
Yes, of course. Okay, this reminded me of a fact. I had a learner. So, whenever we would talk on WhatsApp, he would drop a really long message that, ma'am, this is my problem that is happening. But when he would connect, where I would be teaching, he won't speak anything. So I just asked one day that you're really good at writing in English, because if you could explain me in the chat that this is my problem, you can also share it. So he said, no, I'm good at explaining or be it any social media, but when I come to personal physically, then I feel I shudder somewhere. So look, to an
Hmm.
extent, social media has hampered you where you don't feel comfortable talking to people in a one-on-one setup, isn't it?
Yeah. Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Okay,
happens.
yes. So if I were to ask you, what are those two or three favorite apps of yours? There's so many apps these days in your mobile phones. So what kind of apps you are used to?
I think 95% or 96% times I use YouTube, right? So it
Okay.
is one of my favorite apps. And remaining time would be on like 96% YouTube, a little bit on WhatsApp, And after that, yeah, other social media platforms like might be Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat. Yeah, I have few other platforms as well in my phone.
Okay. And which is your absolute favorite? Is it YouTube?
YouTube is my favorite, yeah, because it is big
Uh-huh.
source of learning for me, and
Indeed.
even if I want to be entertained, yeah, that's the source.
Okay, all right, got the sense. So, as I told you even last time, there's some of the words that we need to have a clarity on. So, I've written all these downs. I will quickly tell you one by one and we'll practice it, okay?
Okay,
So, you're telling me X, Y, Z. We call it X, Y, Z, right?
okay, what XYG?
Let's suppose the
Mm-hmm.
person is using XYZ platform, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then the next
Yeah,
word is technology. It's not
uh,
technology. We don't
technology,
have to, yeah, we don't have to cut in parts. Technology.
technology, technology,
Better. You got it.
technology.
Yes. Consistent. You say consistent. Consistent.
Yeah,
Con.
it is consistent. Yeah,
Hmm.
consistent.
Consistence.
Yeah,
Same
consistent.
goes with maintain. It's not maintain.
Mhm.
Maintain.
Maintain. Yeah, it is
Maintain.
maintain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
maintain.
this time I'm happy with the fact you were able to pronounce level correctly, but it was slightly slower. It has to be quick. Level. If you say it, otherwise,
Mhm.
if you say it slowly, it turns up to be level. That is wrong. Level.
Level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now you're cautious. That's why you're able to catch it up. No worries. We'll try it on. Then we never use at for social media. We always say on
On.
social media,
Okay,
on
yes.
YouTube,
Yeah.
on Google, on WhatsApp, right? We're talking about
Yeah.
websites, we're talking about applications, so we use on. That was a slide. But there's one thing which I think was my filler initially when I started this journey. It's saying right to people by the end of sentence. There are many other ways that
Mhm.
you can incorporate. Let's suppose you want to ask the opinion of other person. You could say, isn't it? Don't you think so? Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do
To
you
make the
agree?
conversation more lively. Yeah,
Yes.
understand.
You always try to make it has never happened. I think it's my second conversation, and throughout the session you try to have the equal conversation where you try to give a hand to the next person as well to add on something in the conversation to get it going. So you keep the ball in a rolling position. The only thing is we can use different ways for this transition. Okay,
Okay.
try any
Yeah.
of them and you will see yourself leveling up with time. All right.
hmm
Any doubts so far? Anything you want to ask?
No, no, I
No.
don't have doubt. Nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. My feedback, quick feedback to you would be try maintaining again the eye contact. It is happening unintentionally for you. Let's suppose you're thinking and you're deeply in the topic. You were passionate when you were telling me about the kids' issues, what they are facing, and as a tutor, what you feel about them. So, somewhere or the other, you drive yourself in the direction. So, we need to make sure that you maintain it. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was good. Hand gestures again. You tried restricting it like this. Perfect. Whenever we are listening to someone, this is also a gist. Either you can do like this. I don't know how to show it, or you can rest like this.
hmm
Of course, we never fold. Pat it simply. Keep it hold like this. So there are ways of explaining what you feel when you are understanding, when you're trying to sympathize with the learner, with any person. So your hand gesture says a lot. So in a resting
hmm
position, this is one thing that you tried. Next time, try different ways. Okay. So this
Okay.
will give you a hold of non-verbal skills as well. Got it?
hmm